lejos no lo puedo negar. De mirar tus labios no puedo parar. Rehusando nuestro cuerpo, sudando como en el desierto. Yeah. Sabemos que la gente está de más, pero si lo pides eso puede cambiar. En solo un momento, si tú quieres puedo estar adentro. Mami, es que tú me encantas. A ti te eres mi santa. No voy a hablar como bailar. Ninguna en la disco te alcanza. No, es que tú me encantas. A ti yo te rezo mi santa. No voy a hablar como bailar. Ninguna en la disco te alcanza.
Touch my body feel like ecstasy. No other person, only you I see. My daily dose of the vitamin C. Now only you I need. Love for me bed every time that it goes down. I feel the love, I don't need no closure. You feeling down, baby, come let me hold ya. Would you come let me hold ya? Love for me bed every time that it goes down. I feel the love, I don't need no closure. You feeling down, baby, come let me hold ya. Would you come let me hold ya?
All right. All right, guys. Welcome to the final day, everybody. I hope you're excited to be here, as excited as I am. Genuinely excited to be here. Thank you guys for coming on today's call. And this is where everything comes together today. Over the last 2 days, we covered the mindset. We talked about why most traders fail, why most traders lose, and the 90-10% rule. And we also talked about the complete system I used to read gold yesterday. So yesterday was a pretty special day. Yesterday was a good day, I would say. Welcome back, everyone. So before we jump into the charts, real quick, who remembers what we talked about yesterday? Drop in the chat. What was the biggest lesson you took away from yesterday's call? And would you guys agree that trading isn't just about finding an entry? It's about patience, discipline, even risk management, and knowing when not to trade. If you agree, type yes in the chat for me. I see we got people tuning in all over the world. It's good to see everybody come together. We got people from all over the world on this call right now. We got St. Lucia. We got London, Ontario. We got the UK. We got Germany. What up, Germany and Italy? So, perfect. What was one of the things, it could just be one thing that you remembered from yesterday. One thing, whatever it is. Or even from the first call that we did. We had a lot of things we talked about on the first call. What was maybe one thing you guys took away from yesterday? And I think we can all agree that trading is simple. We tend to overcomplicate it with our mindset. All right. Let's see. Break and retest. Someone said always wait for confirmation. Market structure. No trade is no trade. Sitting on your hands. No bullshit, influencer. Missing a trade costs nothing. Forcing a trade costs you actual money. There we go. There we go. Set rules, respect them. Most people don't have rules, so that's one thing we talked about on day number 1. Reversal candle, round number. No trade is a trade. There we go. No trade is a trade. That was from day number 1. Yeah, day number 1. No trade is a trade. Wait for the confirmation. Break and retest. Trinidad in the house. What's good? South Carolina. Awesome. Patience. 90-10 rule. Gold responds to 0 numbers. Not taking a trade is also taking a trade. I'm just reading what some of you guys are saying in the chat right now. We got London, UK, or London, Ontario. I think we got London, Ontario, and London, UK in the house today. The power of whole numbers. Less is more. So it's good to see you guys took notes. Note takers are money makers at the end of the day. So welcome back. Before we jump into the charts, just wanted to ask you guys some questions and see if you guys are taking notes, if you guys are actually here showing up, because that's what it's about. That's what it's all about. So everything we covered over the last 2 days comes together today. We're going to talk about some mindset today. We're going to talk about some structure, some execution. We might even take a trade live on this stream. Gold is going pretty crazy right now, and there's a reason gold is moving up a lot right now, actually. It's August, heading into September. This time of the year, gold usually tends to start moving bullish. It might have bottomed out. We might have actually seen gold's bottom come in this week, heading into September. And what else? We got Colombia in the house. I was just in Colombia. Netherlands in the building. Italy. So it's good to see. We got India. What up, India? London. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Where are you guys tuning in from? I think we got London, Ontario, London, UK. Let me know in the chat where you guys are tuning in from. Today we're going to tie some things together. All right. We're going to talk about some of the things we talked about day 1, day number 2, and tie a bit of it together. All right. We're going to get to the charts. I want to show you guys some important stuff. And make sure you guys pay attention at this part. Stay till the end of today's call. Make sure you don't jump off today's call. There's a lot of important stuff I'm going to be going over today. Okay? So let's quickly recap. I mean, a lot of you guys just recapped in the chat for me what we talked about on day number 1. Day number 1, we focused on the 90% that nobody talks about. A lot of you guys said the stuff in the chart, like don't chase a trade. No position is a position. Someone even said it. Someone said it. Where was that note? Someone said. A few of you guys said it. Missing a trade costs you money. Missing a trade costs you no money. Forcing a trade costs you actually money. I see a few of you guys said that in the chat. That might be one of the biggest takeaways for some of you guys. All right. We got South Africa, Pennsylvania, Australia, Slovenia, Belgium, Guelph, Ontario, Toronto. If you're in Toronto, you can see I got the CN Tower in the background right there. Right. Where is it? Right there. There we go. So for those of you guys that are in the GTA, Toronto, same with me. In the GTA right now. But we're going to get into everything right now, guys. Going to be showing you guys some stuff. Going to be talking about some things here for you guys. Gold has been pushing up like crazy today. Trump has been saying a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff Donald Trump has been saying this week with the whole conflict and situation going on in the Middle East. And also this time of the year, August, September, gold actually tends to be bullish around this time of the year. We might actually be seeing that come into effect with how gold is moving right now. Gold is pushing up more and moving more than it's moved in the last 2 months, today and yesterday. And we actually might be going into a bullish trend on gold heading into September, October, maybe even November. Usually this time of the year, one thing to understand about gold is it has seasonality to it. A lot of things have something called seasonality. And that's when we go back at the charts and we look at months. And we look at those months and how they've acted over a longer period of time. So for example, this is a 20-year chart, but it shows us how months have behaved on average, whether they've been positive or negative. So we actually can see right now, we are starting to really get that seasonality even kicking into gold as we go into September. Usually this time of the year, and I'm going to show you guys on the charts what I mean in a quick minute, because if you go back to last year, if you go back to 2 years ago, even the last 4 or 5 years, if you go study gold and you look at this time of the year, like August, September, until November, gold is usually pushing up this time of the year. And that's something a little bit we're going to talk about in this session, and we see it actually maybe starting this week. And gold is moving pretty crazy right now. Donald Trump speaks in 2 hours, so I don't know what he's going to be talking about, but he speaks in 2 hours, and he's definitely going to say something that affects the market around 4:30 Eastern time, so in about 2 hours from now, Donald Trump is speaking. So it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to talk about and how it's going to affect the market. We already see gold pushing up like crazy right now. It's probably starting a bullish trend because gold has been dropping for the last months. And all of you guys probably see the headlines, you see the news, you see the conflicts going on in the world. So I think we can all agree, and I think we can all pretty much feel that the world has a lot of uncertainty right now. Type in the chat if you think, the world has a lot of uncertainty, or maybe the world's in a scary place or a fragile place. Do you guys feel the same way as me when it comes down to that? Like, when we look at the state of the world and where a lot of things are economically, geopolitically, can you guys feel the same way I feel when it comes down to where are things at? Where are we going to be in 4 years from now? Where are we going to be 10 years from now? Where are we going to be a couple years from now? That's why gold has always been known as a safe haven asset, something that is tied to geopolitical concerns. People always ask me, when is the best time to buy gold? If we asked that question a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it doesn't really matter. Gold has always been a good buy over time. I actually personally think gold is undervalued because of what it is and how it acts to the market. And this day and age, it's very, very interesting what's going on with the world and how we can tie that into gold's price. Gold's price is shooting up like crazy this week, more than we've seen. We also have a major event on Friday, but Donald Trump speaks in 2 hours from now. I wonder what he's going to talk about. But I don't know if you guys feel the same way I do about the world, the economy. Maybe some of you guys feel like things have gotten harder. Maybe you guys feel like there's a lot of uncertainty. Maybe you guys feel like, what is going on in the world? What is happening in the world, right? The unknown. Someone said it in the chat. Someone said, genuinely feel like the world is expiring and we're near the end. Someone said the unknown. Someone said it's hard to look at the future, right? These types of things give us uncertainty, and that's why I like to look at gold, because when there's uncertainty in the market, there's usually demand to gold. And right now, we are seeing that demand pick up because of the way price is moving, all right? So we're going to tie some things in together. We're going to go over some key concepts today about gold that we talked about yesterday. Type in the chat. Type in number 1 in the chat if you guys are here, if you guys are taking notes, if you guys are active. Gold is exploding today. So one of the things I talked about yesterday, on day number 1, was that losing is a part of the game. You're going to take losing trades in the market. This is one of the things I talked about yesterday, that losing trades are going to be there. It's not about trying to always predict the market when you take a loss. Your goal as a trader is to make sure your winning trades are bigger than your losing trades. Over time, you want to be consistent with your strategy. No matter what, it doesn't matter what strategy you have. You could have the best strategy in the world. You're going to take losing trades when it comes down to it, even if you have the best strategy. This is my account over the last month and a half of trades that I've taken. A lot of these trades I've taken on live streams with some of you guys that have participated and come on live streams. I've accepted the fact that there's going to be losing trades. Now, when I first started trading, and I talked about this on day number 1, I said I used to take losses very personal. I used to take it like the market was out to get me. I had a hard time accepting losses when I first started trading my first 2-3 years. I would grow an account for 3-4 months, 5 months, and then I would blow it. The reason I would blow it is because I would spiral out of control after having one bad losing week or even just one bad losing trade. I remember one of my worst moments was an NFP. I lost my whole entire savings account on a non-farm payroll when I was 18 years old. I was actually crying, devastated that day because I lost $4,800, and that was all the money that I had to my complete name. I had to start at zero, and it wasn't because I didn't know enough information. It was because I wasn't a structured trader yet. I wasn't a disciplined trader. I wasn't a patient trader. I was still an emotional trader at that point. I didn't know how to accept losses and move on. This is what accepting losses and moving on actually looks like on your trading account. It's not perfect. It's not 100%. You're going to lose trades at the end of the day, but you have to have the ability to be able to say, okay, I lost. Let me see why I lost. Let me review why I lost. Let me journal this trade, and let me not hide from it. Let me not run away from it at the end of the day. Let me see how I can refine. Let me see how I can get better, and then move on to the next setup when the market gives you that information. You're going to take losing trades at the end of the day, and gold is still pushing up right now. Wow, gold is crazy this week. This is one of those weeks where it would be good to be in buys. I'm actually in buys on one of the accounts that I'm trading on MetaTrader. I'm up about $12,000 right now as we speak on one of my accounts. It's a bit of a bigger account, but you can see I've been just holding swings. It's an account I don't really look at that actively every single day. It's more of my swing account. So what I did, knowing that gold was most likely to go up in the month of August, September, I made an account for swings. So I have my day trading account, and then I made an account about 2 weeks ago that I said this is going to be my swing account because I have a feeling gold's going to be going up in the next couple months. I said I'm going to make a swing account, and I'm going to put buys on that account, and I'm just going to hold those buys. I'm not going to look at them. I'm going to treat it more like, let's say if you're buying a stock, or if any of you guys have ever bought a crypto before. For anybody who's ever bought a cryptocurrency before, and you buy that cryptocurrency, you don't plan to sell it in 5 minutes. You don't plan to sell it in 5 hours or 5 days. You probably tend to sell it maybe 5 months from now, or maybe even 5 years from now, depending on the crypto. If it's like Ethereum or XRP or Solana or Bitcoin, right? So what I did with this trade on one of my accounts is I made a swing account. And I said, this is going to differentiate from my day trading account. The account that I looked at actively every single day. The account that I could take a trade, and if it wins or loses, tomorrow I move on to the next trade. I'm actively looking at that account, whereas this account right here is my swing account, where it's just set and forget style, if any of you guys have heard that basically before. So that's what I planned to for going into this month of like August, September, was that seasonality is most likely going to be bullish. If you can actually see, gold tends to bottom out in July. So in July, gold tends to bottom out even heading into August. We actually look like we reached that bottom out. If we go to the blank chart here and we look at gold, it actually looks like we have officially bottomed out on gold because the last few months have just been consolidating in the market. Now we're actually breaking out of that consolidation that we've been in. We've been consolidating literally for the last 2 months on gold. For those of you guys that don't know what consolidating means, that just means sideways, right? That means there's no really direction. The market is just going more sideways. So when we look at gold right now, it's actually broken out of that sideways movement. So what my plan was a few weeks ago, and if you're inside my inner circle community, I told you guys this was my plan on several live streams. I said, I'm going to make a swing account, and I'm just going to hold gold buys on one of them, and I'm going to day trade my day trading account, or I'm going to look at my active account, right? This account right here is just for holding the swings. It's okay. I have a plan. I think this is where the market's going to go, or what the market's going to do in the next couple months. I have a reason to think that because usually August, September, October, you can study it. That's today's homework. So I'm already giving you today's homework. Type in the chat for me if you guys did yesterday's homework. Did anybody do yesterday's homework? I gave you guys homework yesterday, right? If anybody was on yesterday's call and you stayed till the end, or you stayed through all the call, I gave you guys some homework yesterday. I want to see if you guys actually did the homework. If you didn't, then I'm not mad at you. You should just be mad at yourself at the end of the day and be like, damn, I didn't do it. He told me to do it. The people who did it, pat yourself on the back because you're one step ahead of the people who did not do it. So, type in the chat for me if you guys actually did yesterday's homework. I gave you guys some homework yesterday. I did give you guys some homework, right? Today I'm giving you another homework lesson right now. go back on gold. Go look at the last 10 years, even 20 years, and go look at this time of the year. Another time gold usually goes up is January, February, March. If you actually look here to the left, we have January, February, March. So that's another time you can actually study gold seasonality. That is another time gold usually goes up is January, February, March, right? In that period of time, in those months, gold is usually more bullish than it is bearish. Bullish meaning uptrend, bearish meaning downtrend. So we basically have some times of the year where we know how gold is usually going to move. April, May to June, gold is usually more bearish or consolidating. Usually around April or even maybe a bit before April, it could be like March going into April, gold is usually making more of like a downtrend. If you go study what I'm saying right now, that's your homework. I'm giving you guys homework to do today. You can go take the chart and you could do something like this basically. You could go back to last year. For example, if we go back to last year, and right now we are in August, right? So I'm going to mark August real quick and show you guys how to do this. So for example, let me just mark August right now, which is right there, August 2025. So if you actually look at gold last year, you can see how it was pretty sideways all the way until like August, September, right? It bottomed out. It actually bottomed out between August and September. And then we had a pretty extreme rally on gold all the way until October, end of October. So that's last year. For example, if I wanted to study something like this, I got to understand when it usually goes up or down. And then I can go back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 years and look at that data. Okay. So that's one way to basically do it or study something like this. So I hope you guys did yesterday's homework. If you didn't, all right, if you didn't study yesterday's homework, then it's okay. One of my students said $20,000 today with whole numbers. Good stuff. So let's go into literally what my student is talking about in the chat because I know exactly how he probably caught those trades. I can see one of my students made $20,000 today. Shout out him. Honestly, good. You've been crushing it, bro. He has been crushing it. I think you're up like over $70,000 now in the last like month or two just trading. How did you catch? I'm assuming you caught gold buys, right? Because gold is just ripping up unless you were catching the sells, the quick sells. So what's one of the things we talked about yesterday, guys? Type in the chat real quick. Quick answer. Let's go. What is one of the things we typed in the chat yesterday? Or we talked about yesterday? Type it in the chat. Type in the chat real quick. I'm looking for one answer. One answer. Looking for one answer. One answer. Da, 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 da. What is one of the concepts we talked about yesterday? If you look at my chart, I already have it marked out for you guys. All right? I already have it marked out. It's on the chart. It's right in front of us, actually. Even here. I think I marked some of them out here. Not all of them. Oh, some of them are marked on this chart down there. But let's go back to this chart. One of the things we talked about yesterday. All right, whole numbers. Zeros. Oh, yep. Zeros. 20. Yep. Did anyone say it? Whole numbers. So I was really looking for one of you guys to say zeros, 25s, 50s, 75s, whole numbers, right? So obviously gold has been pretty bullish this week, right? We've been going up all week, right? We've been pushing to the upside. Now I want you to notice where a lot of the buyers have came in. So on my chart, I have some levels marked. As you can see, all of these levels are not at random prices. Remember what we talked about yesterday, specific prices. Yesterday we talked about specific prices, right? So look at where buyers have come in this week. When we actually look at gold, we have a 25 level down here, and we can see buyers came in at that 25 level. If we go $25 up, we can see more buyers have came in at that level. So let's just talk about buys for now because that's the way the market has been going. So if we look at the 75, you can see how some buyers came in even around that 75 level. And you're basically getting these mini break and retests. If we look at actually today, the market repeated the same behavior it did yesterday, 24 hours apart from each other. And I knew it was going to do this. I should have had my eyes on this buy right here at 41.50. Notice 41.50. That is a $50 level. All right, 41.50 right there. We had buyers come in. What happened 24 hours ago? Because that was at 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock 24 hours ago was right here at 4,050. So what do you notice? These two arrows that I put, 4,050. Now, everything I'm going over right now, I'm going over one thing right now, but you can tie a lot of the other things we talked about yesterday. Market structure, you could tie in market structure with this. You could tie in rejection candlesticks with this as well. If you look at 4,050, I'm going to make them, let's make them a different color real quick. Let's make it blue. Let's make this a bit thicker here. Boom. Look at the blue lines. All right. Let's just consider those like the same thing. 50, 50. So just to show you guys, this is not random. This is specific. We don't focus on random prices or any prices. We focus on specific prices when it comes down to whole numbers. I see a bunch of you guys typing whole numbers in the chat. Correct. That is what we talked about yesterday. But when we're specific about whole numbers, it's zeros, 25s, 50s, and 75s. Whether it's small reactions, big reactions, that could be a day trade or a swing trade, you can get good entries around these prices. If you notice, 4,075, there was a very precise reaction right there in the market. If you go down to 4,100, there was a very precise reaction there in the market. If you look at not even that long ago, $4,225, there was a very precise reaction there in the market. If you look around 4,200, there was a pretty accurate entry and reaction there in the market. So when it comes down to being more specific and not random, understanding where the market is most likely to react, we use these whole numbers. The same trade basically happened at a different $50 level. If you look at yesterday, 4,050, you could see how there was a trade right there we could have taken even before that. And that's also tying in market structure rejection candle. That could have been a huge trade if you just held on to that trade, right? You can see how these whole numbers can lead to big trades, right? If you took that trade and you held on to it, you could have had a swing trade, or you could have just had a day trade for that day even, or a scalp, right? So these entries can be good for scalping, swing trading, especially if you're going with the direction of the trend. Someone asked, what do I think gold's going to do now? We're probably going to get a retracement soon on gold to continue for buys. Gold has definitely flipped bullish. Gold is more bullish going in an uptrend. We're probably going to get a retracement on gold a bit sooner than later. Maybe tonight. Donald Trump speaks in 2 hours from now. He speaks at 4:30. Don't know what he's going to talk about. Honestly, whatever he says could make gold drop, go into a retracement, or even just continue spiking up. Gold is probably spiking up because the market knows he's going to speak today. And I don't know what he's actually scheduled to speak about. So like right now, gold's at a high point where it's like you would want retracements so you could look for more buy setups, right? If we were actually looking for like maybe a trade on gold right now, we could plan a trade instead of just try to actively take a trade. Like we could look at this resistance that broke out here and we could mark 4,200, or we could mark 4,175, the area that we really broke out of down here. This area we broke out of completely on gold. So honestly, I would want gold to pull back to this area so I could look for buys and continuations now that we've started breaking out of this consolidation that the market has been in. All right, that movement could start maybe today or going into tomorrow, right? We could start that down movement here, right, to get a retracement back to that resistance. That's what I think gold's going to do for those that are asking in the chat. We're most likely going to create something like that. We got a lot of people typing in the chat. Awesome, awesome. There we go. Someone said it. 0, 25, 50, 75. Good stuff. I think only one of you guys said 0, 25, 50, 75. All right. The thing is, with these levels, if you study them enough, the reason I trade gold, people always ask me, Evan, why do you trade gold? Why do you trade gold? One thing you guys got to realize, there's other companies teaching what I teach. I've taught traders. I've taught educators. There's companies that have a whole curriculum based off of the things I've teach and taught. There's Discord communities. There's things I'm not even a part of that teach these concepts because they're so powerful. They're so repetitive. There's a whole community. Even my students are starting to teach their groups and their people that they're in their MLM network marketing groups. Like some of my students, or even a lot of my students, are in MLM companies, network marketing companies. They're teaching their people the stuff that I teach because it's so powerful and repetitive. That's one thing you guys got to understand. I have people that I have taught, educators that have learned from me, educators that some of you guys might even look up to on the online world that teach these concepts because they're repetitive. They're repetitive. They happen. This isn't like smart money, crazy concepts that you can't go to the chart and actually see repetitive examples or repetitive reactions over and over and again. I can actually go to gold and I can see, oh, the market reacted here off of a $25 level. Oh, the market reacted here off of a 0. Oh, the market reacted here off of a 75. Oh, it reacted here off of a 50. Oh, another 0. Oh, another 75. Oh, another 50. Oh, another 25, right? I could actually go every day or day by day and quicken my learning curve. The reason people don't get ahead of the market, they don't pass that curve, that learning curve, and they don't have those breakthroughs, is because they don't necessarily have a strategy that's so repetitive like this that you can actually go to the chart, open up your MetaTrader, and you see it every single day, okay? So right now, I want to get into some things because honestly, guys, we've spent 3 days together going over mindset. Over the last 2 days, you've seen basically 5% of everything. Honestly, what you saw over the last 2 days, you've seen honestly about 5% of what I actually do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. You saw the mindset, you saw the strategy, you saw the market structure, you saw how I read charts, but that's only the visible part. The other 95% happens behind the scenes. It doesn't happen on my YouTube lives. It doesn't happen in my YouTube videos. My preparation, my execution, my risk management, journaling, reviewing trades, all the videos that I have, and the routines I follow every single day, right? You got basically a look inside of all of that process, and you saw how a lot of it comes together, okay? You only got to really see 5% of what I do on an every single day basis, right? So let's quickly recap what we covered over the last 3 days. On day number 1, we focused on 90% that nobody really talks about. Your mindset, your discipline, your patience, and why psychology is what separates profitable traders from everyone else. On day number 2, which was yesterday, we built a whole entire framework. We talked about market structures, key levels, break and retest, rejection candles, how to actually read gold. Today is where some of that came together, but I want you guys to understand most of this and most of what you saw was just 5%. Nothing has been edited here. Nothing has been clipped for perfect moments. Everything was kind of just me freestyling it for you guys to understand 5% of what we do, okay? So this is probably one of the biggest lessons I want you guys to understand. This right here is probably the biggest lesson from this entire masterclass because most traders think they have a strategy problem when in reality, they have a system problem. They have a structure problem. They have an accountability problem. Strategy is only 10% of what you need to focus on. The other 90% is your risk management, your routine, your consistency, and then all of that leads up to your execution and your mindset and the discipline that you have. I could give 10 people the exact same strategy, and 6 months later, they're all gonna have different results. One of my students is in the chat right now. He just had a $20,000 day. He's been trading for 2 years. He does not know everything. Most of you guys probably know more than he knows, because I actually interviewed him a few weeks ago, and he just wrote in the chat how he had a $20,000 day today. His results might be different from yours, but you probably know more than him. And again, it's not because his strategy changed, it's because his system changed, his structure changed. So winning traders, they don't just necessarily build a strategy, they build habits that allow them to execute that strategy consistently. That's what separates professionals from everyone else. And I have a student, again, he's in the chat. Type in the chat one more time, $20,000 day. I want you guys to understand, most people don't even make $20,000 in a year. So guys, if you take one thing away, I don't care if this is your last session with me, if you never watch me again, if you never come on a live stream again, if you take one thing away from this entire masterclass today, let it be this. Your goal is not to keep jumping from strategy to strategy. Your goal is to master one system, one approach, one market. That's why on day number 1, I said I struggled for years until I just focused on gold. I said, okay, I'm going to strip everything that I know away. I'm going to take a step back, and I'm only going to focus on gold. Stop trying to trade every market is what I mean. Become exceptional at one instrument. For me, like I said, that is gold. And stop trying to complete everything alone. Every successful person in a profession, doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what level they're at, everyone at the highest levels has coaches, they have mentors, or they have people in their community, in their corner, keeping them accountable. That's the whole move. One system, one market, the right people around you. When you simplify your trading, at the end of the day, everything is going to become much, much clearer for you. This is what I want you guys to understand when it comes down to having accountability, okay? Some of you guys are just sitting in your bedroom alone at night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning before London session. You're sitting in your bedroom, you're by yourself, you're putting the hours in, you're putting the effort in, and yes, you think that's progress, but you still could be working backwards. So I want you guys to understand everything that I've built real quick is designed on 3 pillars. Everything I've built over the last 11 years comes down to these 3 pillars. First, it's strategy. You need a proven system. You need a proven strategy that gives you structure and it removes the guessing. I just showed you something about that on the chart. How we have a system, we have a strategy, we have lessons, we have things that repeat themselves over and over again, so you're not actually guessing, because knowing what to do and actually doing it are 2 completely different things. That's why live sessions. So that's why I'd say the live sessions, real trades and real feedback actually matter so much more than backtesting, right? So the third and most important pillar is psychology, right? Your mindset trained every single day. Every trade that you take either builds discipline or reinforces bad habits. What was one of the things we said on day number 1? You have 2 types of people you're feeding, right? So remember what I just said. Every trade you take builds discipline or it reinforces bad habits. What did we say on day number 1? You have 2 people you are feeding. You're either feeding your good habits or your bad habits. So when these 3 pillars work together, strategy, execution, psychology, that's when consistency actually starts to happen. If one of them is missing, your results are always going to be in consistent at the end of the day. So remember what we said. I'm surprised one of you guys, maybe some of you guys said in the chat, we have so many people typing in the chat. I'm surprised I didn't see someone say, right? On day number 1, we talked about which person are you feeding? Are you feeding your bad habits or are you feeding your good habits? Most of you guys that are struggling or not consistent in the market are probably feeding the bad habits, whether that's in trading or even outside of trading. We could get more personal, but we'll save that for other sessions, okay? So now the question becomes this. What does this actually look like in one place? Over the last 3 days, you guys have seen the mindset, the strategy, the live execution, and the framework behind everything I do. Instead of trying to piece things together on YouTube videos, random mentors, random gurus, these MLM network marketing people that are just pushing brokers these days, right? Everyone you see out there that you think is a trader is not a trader. Not everyone online and social media, not every network marketer, not every MLM guru, not every influencer is actually a fucking trader. So it could be random YouTube videos, random mentors, or different courses. I have built one complete ecosystem with everything organized, designed to help you build yourself as a trader, not a network marketer, not someone who's just trying to be an influencer, not some of these YouTube coaches. Everything builds on the last lesson and all of the 3 pillars I just talked about. Everything is designed to help you trade smarter, execute properly, faster, and become consistent. And I want to show you guys real quick what's actually on the inside of all of this. One thing I built over this, one thing that I never wanted to build was a monthly subscription where you're constantly paying, okay? This is one thing I don't believe in. I do not believe in a monthly subscription where you are constantly paying just to keep learning. This is why this is lifetime access. You join once and it's yours. Every future update, every new lesson, every improvement to the platform, every tool, every live session that's added, you continue to have access to it. You're not renting information for 30 days and then forgetting about it. You're investing in a skill set. You're investing in yourself, and that can stay with you for the rest of your life. If you're actually serious about mastering and trading, I believe your education, your skill set should be a long-term asset, not just another monthly bill that you're trying to keep up with. An investment for life. This is the entire foundation of the entire program. So instead of spending months trying to figure out what you learn next, everything is already laid out for you in order. You start with the basics, you build into intermediate concepts, and then you move into advanced strategies, advanced concepts. The concepts, everything together that comes with the trade recaps, the mentorship, and even a full crypto course. Every section builds onto the last, and everything is built so you're not guessing what to study next. We have a full classroom that is valued at $1,497. It takes you from where you are today to becoming confident, independent, with a clear structure, with a clear mindset. All right? Step by step, this is the path. Our classroom alone is valued at $1,497. Okay? I want you to understand everything that this entire ecosystem comes with and how much each singular thing is actually valued at. The classroom alone is worth $1,497. And this is just one part of the entire ecosystem. You have live access to live trading sessions with me every single week. This alone, this right here alone is worth $3,997 for lifetime access. This right here is the part that changes everything, because watching a course is one thing, but seeing markets in real time is where the biggest breakthroughs happen. You get lifetime access to my live trading sessions where you watch me analyze gold before the move, not after the move. Explain exactly what I'm seeing, why I'm taking the trade, or why I'm even staying out of the trade. You see the wins, you see the losses, you see the waiting, you see the decision making, you see the process as it happens. That's how real confidence is built. That's how you actually experience breakthroughs. The person who made $20,000 today, they're on every single one of my live trading sessions. They've watched everything on repeat in real time. By seeing the process repeated in real time over and over again, you're going to be able to do it yourself at the end of the day. All right. So this is not the only thing. All right. So we have 3 proprietary scanners. We have 3 proprietary scanners, tools inside of our Inner Circle community. This is one of the biggest things that will help you become more consistent and help you analyze the market. You'll get access to 3 proprietary scanners, including the XAU scanner, the XAU Vault. These are designed to help you place trades. They're designed to help you work smarter. They're designed to help you highlight key levels and understand gold way more instead of focusing more time on wasting time analyzing the market yourself. These tools help you analyze the market all by yourself. Then we have the trading journal, which is $497. This is one of the fastest ways to improve as a trader by treating your trading like a business instead of a hobby. That's why we built a trading journal that connects directly to your broker. Every trade can be automatically tracked so you can review your performance without relying on your memory. Then we have the community leaderboards. This is basically like our own private section where I upload educational content where we can stay engaged inside of the community, worth $497. Then we have the private Discord. So the learning doesn't stop with the videos, with the classroom, because we have a community of traders who are active every single day. So that's why every single member gets access to a private Discord community. This is where I break down the markets, where I share my live trading sessions, where I share even ideas, or where I even trade and send my trade signals on gold pretty much every single week. This is where I'm actually sharing my analysis, sharing some charts, sharing trade signals with entry, stop loss, take profit. So inside of the private Discord community, you are actually surrounded by other traders, by hundreds of traders, all focused on the same goal. For me, this has become one of the most valuable parts of the entire platform because growth happens with daily interaction. Like I said, it's all about having accountability. So you're surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of traders inside of this private Discord community, which is valued again at $497. You get market insights, content, and other blogs inside of the community. So this is always going to be changing, especially after today. After today, for those of you guys that are in the inside, we got a lot of updates coming this month. For the month of August, my birthday is in 3 days, so I'm doing a lot to update everything and upgrade everything and add to the community, okay? Market insights, context, and blogs. We have a lot of educational platform inside of the website. I'll show you just a little glimpse of it right now. And this isn't even what the website's going to be looking like 30 days from now. We're going to be adding to the website. We're going to be updating some of the features, some of the stuff inside of it for you guys that are already on the inside. So this is what some of it looks like. As you can see, we have different community posts, different blogs, different things that are posted. Anyone can access the blogs here. As you can see, I posted one a few days ago when I was actually in Colombia here. So there's different things that I'll post, different educational content that I will post inside of here. So one thing that I learned a long time ago, guys, is that trading isn't just about taking trades. It's about understanding what's moving the market, why the market's moving, and having even accountability. That's why I'm breaking things down constantly. Everything inside of this is valued at $12,482. Everything. When you add everything I just went through, the full classroom, the live trading sessions, the proprietary scanners, the trading journal, the private Discord, the market insights, the blogs, all future updates, you get everything now and in the future. It's all valued at $12,482. And that's not a random price that I picked for today's session. Those are all real values based on what people actually pay for tools, courses, softwares, and communities like this separately every single day. But here's the thing, guys. I never wanted to build a business where people had to pay 10 different prices for 10 different products or 10 different things. I wanted it all in one place under one rooftop. One login, one platform, one complete ecosystem. You're not paying for pieces of the puzzle. You're getting the entire ecosystem that took me over 10 years to build. So at the end of the day, none of this matters if it doesn't produce results, right? None of this matters, right? It could be any price. It could be $20,000, $50,000, $5,000. None of it matters if it does not produce results. That's why I don't just show you the platform. I'm going to show you people using it. For example, Axel is one of the students that came inside of our community. He had a $300 trading account, and honestly, he had no real structure. He committed to one system. He followed the process. He stayed disciplined. He grew a $300 trading account to $8,118 profit. Notice something. It doesn't say he found a secret strategy. It doesn't say he got lucky. It says he just followed the system. That's what I've been trying to teach you guys over the last 3 days, is that consistency doesn't come from chasing another strategy. It doesn't come from chasing new information. It comes from following one proven process over and over and over again. When you commit to the process, the results actually start taking care of themselves. He was trading, I think, for 2 years. You can actually watch his full testimonial video on YouTube. Another example, like I said, none of this matters if it wasn't able to produce results. Here's another example. Different person, different starting point, same system. Andreas started with $200 by following the exact same process, right? We've been talking about over these last few days, right? These last 2 days, he grew it to over $12,000. He deposited $200 in his trading account. He grew it to $12,000 profit. You can see another account here, $200, $6,000 profit. These are real people, real results. I show you these results for one reason, not to impress you, but to show you what's possible when you commit to one system instead of constantly chasing the next strategy or the next outcome. Every successful trader you see out there had a starting point. The difference is they stopped looking for shortcuts, they stopped looking for handouts, and they started trusting a real process that actually works. That's why this slide says, same system, real results. This isn't an individual result. This is about consistency being applied with the same principles over time. Let's get into the next side. Same person. I'm going to play some videos for you guys. The volume might not be good on these. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear the volume on these. Hopefully, let me know in the chat if you guys can actually hear the volume in these. This is one of my students who is from Mexico. This is Brandon. He is from Mexico. He's in the US right now, living in North Carolina. All I gotta say is thanks to the inner circle, I truly found my edge. I truly found my system. All right. So up until now, you heard from me, but I don't think my opinion is what really matters at the end of the day. I would rather you guys hear it from other people who have actually gone through the process, who have actually gone through the results, gone through things, different backgrounds, different people, different experience levels, different account size.
Hey Evan, it's Ivan.
Here we go.
Hey Evan, it's Ivan. I just wanted to make that quick video on my success from your teachings and everything I learned. I've been consistent. I've been passing almost about 50 to 60 evaluation accounts with Top Step. You know, I've been more disciplined.
50 to 60,
sure,
oh damn.
just to wait for the A+ setups and to not rush everything. So I do appreciate and I'm truly grateful for everything.
All right, that
you've done
shocked
for
me. 50
to make my life and
accounts,
my family's life-
50, 60.
My family's life better. So thank you so much.
This guy said he's passed 50 to 60 accounts on evaluation on Top
Hello
Step.
guys, it's Christian. I just wanted to say a big thank you to Evan and the Inner Circle community for helping me over the last months with my trading journey. The results really speak for themselves. It's nothing more that I can say. You've helped me overcome my emotions, stay disciplined, and read the markets properly. And I do really appreciate your effort for staying live with us every day, guide us into the markets. So I really look forward for the next chapter in my life that I will work so hard on. And thank you.
Like I said, guys, up until now you heard from me. I just wanted to give some other people's opinions. Honestly, I had a lot of people send me videos like this, but I'd rather you guys hear at least a little bit from other people who have gone through the process themselves. Like I said, people with different backgrounds, different experience levels, different account sizes, different locations, but the same system that they use, the same exact process. That's exactly why I just wanted to include these videos. It's one thing for me to explain the system. It's one thing for me to show you and tell you, look, these people are getting results. For example, here's Nicole. She didn't come in with huge accounts or so many years of experience. She had one account that she started with $197, and she followed the exact same process you've been watching over the last 3 days, step by step, trade by trade. She grew that account to over $7,800, about $8,000. This is what I want you guys to notice real quick, that it's not about getting lucky or finding some secret trade. It's about having a repeatable system, managing your risk, staying consistent, having something that actually works. These are just some of this is just one result from Nicole. She's actually taken $500 to $20,000. I'll show you guys real quick. I'm actually not even joking about that. People think I'm joking when I talk about my students' results, which is actually crazy. But if I actually go and I look, I'm gonna just search for Nicole real quick here in the Discord or the Inner Circle community. She has actually had some crazy results. If I could just real quick just post from her. So here's an example of Nicole going from $500 to 9.1K. $500 deposit, 9.1K. She even withdrew. Let me find, she had her first $10,000 day back in October, $10,000 day, $1,000 deposited, minus $10,000 withdraw. Here she went from $450 to $7,200. This is just one student that I'm showing you right now. $300 to this. Like, she's had some pretty crazy results, all because she stayed consistent. Not because there's a secret, because she stayed consistent in the right place. She didn't jump from place to place, strategy to strategy. She didn't follow the next hype, right? Here she went from $600 to 21K. Tell me how she did that. She didn't get lucky. She was in the right place to get these results. She was consistent. She was disciplined. She showed up every single day. She's been another one of these consistent students. Here we have another person. You can actually watch these people's testimonials on my YouTube channel. Here's Matt. He started with around $800, stayed disciplined, trust the process, and grew that account to over $10,000. What I love about this is you can actually see the journey. These aren't just screenshots from one lucky trade. This is consistent progress over time, following the exact same framework I've taught you guys even throughout this masterclass. Different person, different country, different account size, same system. That's the pattern I want you guys to notice here. When you have structure, when you have risk management, when you're consistent, you get confidence, and the results just take care of themselves. We've had many cases like this. Just if you look in the chat, someone said they made $20,000 today. Like, a lot of people don't even make that in a year. Here we have Nassim, who actually went from $650 to $32,000. Again, everything I'm showing you guys, you can actually watch on my YouTube channel. I've interviewed these people. All these people I'm showing you right now, you can actually watch the interviews of me asking them questions. How did they do it? What did they do, right? How did they follow the system? What were they doing every day to get these types of results? These might seem like exceptional results, but that's what happens when you're in an exceptional place where you can achieve these types of results. So I want you guys to meet some of the students, just some of the students. We have over 800 students right now. Unfortunately, I couldn't show them all, right? We have a person who made $20,000 today. I would have loved to include that in here, but you can see he's in the chat actually talking to you guys as well. At this point, I hope you're starting to see the pattern here, guys. This isn't just one student. It's not just 2 students. It's not 3 students, 4 students, 5 students. It's different traders from different countries, different backgrounds. Like I said, different account sizes, all using the exact same framework. And these results keep coming. Different brokers, different accounts, different countries, like I said. But every single one of these traders is following the same framework. That is exactly what separates, I would say, a real system from having random wins, right? This, what you're seeing right now, is a real system. That's what's the difference between this and something that is just random wins. You don't need 10 strategies. You just need one strategy that you truly understand, a process that you can trust, something that you can understand over time, and the discipline to execute it, okay? Same system. This is what the community looks like every single week. Wins being shared from people passing their prop firms, people having their first payouts, people actually experiencing real account growth, and traders helping other traders every single week. When you're surrounded by people who are working towards the same goal, the same consistency, right? It becomes a lot easier. You're not trying to figure everything out. Whether you're trying to pass your first prop firm, whether you're just even trying to experience a breakthrough, become a better person, become more disciplined, whether you're trying to become more patient, right? Remember, day one, we talked about why it's important to be patient, disciplined, because that all leads to consistency. This is not built around one person's success. We would not have almost 1,000 members right now if it was just built around one person's success. It's built around hundreds of traders improving together here and even here, right? So it's traders holding themselves accountable, applying the same system every single day. So I have a question, right? Before we go any further, and we're going to wrap this up in about 7 minutes from now. So stay with me till the end here, because I have something important to go over with you guys that are actually ready to take action today. Before we go any further, I want to be completely honest here. Honestly, guys, like, I'm not trying to hype you guys up. No bullshit here. I'm not fucking around. I don't even want you guys to think this is for everyone, because honestly, this isn't for everyone. I want to understand if this is actually the right fit. This is for you if you're done jumping around from strategy to strategy every single month. If you're actually ready to commit to one proven system, one proven process, instead of chasing the next indicator, the next hype vehicle, the next launch, right? The next, this is different. We have the new this, right? We're going to have something new next year, 2 years from now, 4 years from now. We're always going to keep improving. Whether you're here or not, with or without you, I do not care, right? We're going to keep improving the website. We're going to keep doing more live sessions. I'm going to keep sending signals. After today, I'm not going to be streaming on YouTube public. I want you guys to understand, if you're surrounded by traders who are actually trying to improve you to push, this is for you. But if you're just looking for a shortcut, if you're just looking for some secret indicator, some magic shortcut, if you're just looking for signals to copy or someone to trade your account, someone to baby you every day, this isn't the right place for you. That's not what I teach. I teach real discipline. I teach real psychology. My goal has never been to create followers. It's been to create independent traders who actually know what we're doing and what we're looking at. And that one decision that you make today can change everything you've been wasting your time on for the last few months or the last few years. So like I said, my goal has never been to create followers. It's to create independent traders who know exactly what they're looking at. They can make decisions on their own, and they can build a skill set that lasts for years. So honestly, for a lot of you guys, this might not be for you, and that's okay. I hope you still got value at the end of the day. So before we can go any further, right, I want you guys to talk to me, because most of you guys will probably say these things. Number one, it's not the right time, right? So let's talk about some of these things that most of you guys are probably going to say in the chat. You guys can talk to me. You guys can say, before we go any further, let's spend 2 minutes on this before we go any further, because we're going to wrap this call up in 5 minutes from now. Make sure you stay till the end and you don't miss out on the bonus and the offer that I have for you guys today, because this is the cheapest price the Inner Circle will ever be again. The Inner Circle today, for you to join today, this is the cheapest price you're ever going to see it at, because we are launching some new things in the near future. So it's not the right time. People always tell me it's not the right time. Can I ask you something real quick? When is the right fucking time? 6 months from now? 3 months from now? Most people wait until they're in pain before they make a change. The reality is, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're always going to get the same results. So if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll probably get the same results you've always had. So the best time to learn was years ago. The second fucking best time to learn is today. So when is the best time? Probably when you're at your lowest. You could wait 6 months. You could wait 3 months. The price will be higher, and you're going to miss out on so many things that could change your life today. So the best time to learn was years ago, honestly. But the best time to learn now is today. So I've already bought courses. Honestly, you can't compare this to anything else you've already bought out there. Honestly, every single one of my students, a lot of my best students, have bought courses. They've been in academies. They've been in network marketing academies. They've been in MLM academies. Notice how MLM academies are failing now. Why does every single trader that is inside my community come from an MLM? MLM is not the right place to learn, because you're not actually learning from traders. You're learning from network marketers who are just paid to sell you a program. I'm not trying to sell you anything here. I'm trying to help you understand the best investment you can make in yourself for lifetime access. I'm not trying to sell you some network marketing MLM program. So if you've already bought courses, honestly, most of my best students have bought courses. Buying information isn't the problem. Most people have enough information already. We talked about that on day number 1, right? The problem is you don't have accountability. You don't have a clear roadmap or someone showing you exactly how to apply it in live markets. You don't have the information without the execution. Without the information that has the execution, nothing's going to change for you. If you say you don't have time, honestly, that's the biggest one I hear every single fucking day. I don't have time. Most people think trading means sitting in front of their charts for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a day. That's not how I trade. I would rather take, like I said on day number 1, I would rather take, oh man, I'm choking on my water. Oh. My bad. Woo! So like I said, I'm going hard here, man. I'm burning calories right now, all right? I'm multitasking right now. I'm burning calories right now, so I'm gonna get a little lean after this. So I don't have time. Some of you guys are probably in the chat saying one of these 5 things. Some of you guys might be saying 5 of these things. Some of you guys are probably saying a few of these things, right? It's not the right time. I already bought courses. I don't have time, right? Most people think trading means sitting in front of the charts for 10 hours a day. Like I said on day number 1, I would rather take 2 to 3 or 1 to 2 high probability, high quality trades in a week than 20 trades a month or 20 trades a week or 20 average trades or 20 random trades. This system I've built is built around quality, not quantity. If you can make time for fucking Netflix, if you can make time for scrolling on social media, if you can make time for going out with the boys, going out with the girls, wasting time all day, you can make time to build a skill that could change your financial future. Understand, a lot of us can agree. I think we can all agree, and we already agreed on this actually earlier today. The world is getting very interesting. The world's getting very harder. I think a lot of us agreed on this at the beginning of the call when we talked about how the world is getting very uncertain, right? You want to learn a skill set in this day and age. It's too expensive. Everyone's going to say it's too expensive. I understand that. But I want you to think differently. Expensive compared to what? Losing money because you don't know what you're doing? Buying another course that you're never even going to finish in the first place? Blowing another funded account? Not even passing a funded account? The real cost isn't investing in yourself. The real cost is staying exactly where you are right now for another year, 2 years, 6 months, putting in work every day, thinking that you're making progress. Can I do it alone? Of course you can learn how to trade on your own, but I've learned a lot on my own. But if I could go back, I would have found a mentor much, much sooner instead of spending 3-4 years all on my own, because it would have saved me years of mistakes. Not money, years of mistakes. And those mistakes led to a lot of money. The fastest way you can grow at the end of the day isn't guessing. It's learning from someone who has already solved the problems you're going to be facing. So understand, guys, I'm not here to convince anyone. I'm not here to convince anyone. I am here to help the people who are actually serious about becoming consistently profitable. If you got a genuine question, you can drop it in the chat and we'll answer your questions. If you have doubts, I'd rather answer your questions now than you actually leave with doubts. This is where you've seen everything. So now that you guys have seen everything inside the program, let me show you the official price. If you were to join after tonight, the program is going to be $3,333 if you join after tonight. That is the official price after today. $3,333. Honestly, I think that's a fair price. I see people selling trend lines for $7,000 out there. Most courses are $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. So honestly, I think this is a fair price for everything that you get. After tonight, this is the official price of the program. $3,333. You've seen the classroom, you've seen the live sessions, you've seen the proprietary scanners, the trading journal, the Discord, the community. You've seen the market insights, the blogs, the ongoing updates. You've seen, most importantly, the students' results. People spend thousands of dollars blowing funded accounts, chasing signals, buying random courses that they never even finish in the first place. This isn't another course. This is an entire ecosystem that soon you're going to see people trying to copy. It's a complete trading system with coaching, tools, and an entire community of almost 1,000 traders behind it. But here's the thing, guys. I want you guys to understand this. And I appreciate every single person who has spent the last 3 days or 3 nights with me. You showed up, you took notes, you invested your time. So I'm not going to ask you to pay the official price tonight. The official price changes tonight, $3,333. Instead, I have put together a special offer that is only available for this live call. If someone thinks $3,300 is crazy, that's okay. The price isn't for everyone. That's okay. I'm not looking for everyone. I'm looking for people who are about seriously trying to master a skill set they can use for years. You know, one good month in the markets can pay for your education many times, but you first need the skills to build it. Like I said, guys, the official price after today is $3,333. But because you guys showed up, you invested your time over the last 3 days, you do not have to pay that. Tonight only after tonight, you can join for $1,777 paid in full, or you can split it in 2 payments of $1,166. This is the lowest price it's ever going to be after this. Once this event ends, it's going to $3,333. If you're actually serious about becoming consistent, I've said this before, this is your opportunity. So one more thing before we get off today, right? And this isn't because I can't sell more, all right? This isn't because we're not selling or anything can't sell more. This is because there's so much value, right? because I want to know every student on a personal value. I want to increase the price because I don't want random people. I don't want everyone in this. This isn't for everyone. This is for serious traders. So we have 30 spots for this enrollment. Once those 30 spots are gone, it closes at this price. So if you're actually serious, don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until next month until you actually realize, damn, it's gone. I should have took action. I shouldn't have wasted my time. If you're one of the first 5 people to enroll tonight, I'm also including a private one-on-one strategy call with me. On that call, we will map out your trading plan, identify exactly what's holding you back, and build a strategy around your goals. I normally charge $1,900 for this. About $997 for this is usually what I charge for 30 minutes. Usually I charge $997 plus tax. It comes to about $1,000, a bit over $1,000. So for 30 minutes, I usually charge $997 for this. But if you're one of the first 5 people, it's included free inside of the payment. Once those 5 spots are gone, the bonus is gone too. Bonus number 2 for this call, and this is again for the people that take action. Everyone that joins tonight, right, is able, that joins by tonight. This is again at midnight. Everyone who joins tonight gets a $1,000 trading account. That means you can start applying and learning without putting all of your risk at your own from day one. This bonus is included only if you join and you book your call before midnight tonight. You will get a $1,000 trading account. So if you enroll tonight, you're not just getting the full program, you're getting bonuses, right? You're getting the $1,000 trading account, a live setup call with me where we map out everything you're going through, get you set ups, talk about strategies. This is for the first 5 people. That's a bonus of $2,494 on top of everything you've already seen inside the program. These bonuses disappear tonight at midnight. So in about 10 hours from now, if I'm not mistaken, about 9-10 hours from now, these 3 bonuses are going to disappear. So we have a bonus stack that is valued at almost $3,000, about $2,500. Okay, so here is exactly how to get started. Step number 1, guys, react with a rocket in the chat or in the WhatsApp group. My team will DM you the link. Book a call straight away. So step number 1, guys, react with the rocket emoji in my WhatsApp group. My team will immediately send you the booking link. Step number 2 is book your call right away. Make sure you're one of the first 5 people. The first 5 people, the faster you are, the more likely you are to get those bonuses. Step number 3, we'll jump on a quick 30-minute call. Answer any questions. Hey, if you have any doubts, if you have any questions, if you have any objections about anything you saw today, book a call with my team and they will answer any of the questions. First 5 people will be able to jump on a one-on-one call with me. All right? So scan this QR code. We're going to get to that. Like I said, midnight, everything goes away today. Everything you've seen tonight, the system, the results, the students' wins, every bonus is only available until midnight tonight. After tonight, the bonuses disappear. After tonight, the price is going to $3,333. I'm not saying that to pressure you guys at all. It's simply how we have structured this launch. So if you've been waiting for the right time, this is now the time. I've said this before, okay? So make sure you react with the rocket sign and we will get you booked on your call. Like I said, special only for tonight. This is the lowest it has ever been at this point for everything we have now. With the website, everything that gets included now and the future. So scan the QR code. Make sure you guys are ready to lock in. This is the final step. If you've been watching this entire presentation, then you already know what's inside. If you're here until now, you already know what to do. You don't want to waste your time anymore. The last place you want to be at the end of the year, it's August. We have August, September, October, November, December. We have 5 more months to rock it out until 2027. The last place I want you guys to be in when 2027 comes is in the same place you are right now or farther behind. My goal is to help you guys level up here and here inside of your pockets. So you can do the shit I do. You can take care of your family. You can take your girl out. You can do whatever it is you want with your life. Treat your husband good. Treat your family good. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. Help yourself out. Build the life that you actually dream of and visualize of. I know most of you guys might spend time sitting there visualizing, trying to manifest, law of attraction. All that shit's bullshit until you actually take action for yourself. Money, success, it loves action takers. And the one thing about success is it loves speed. So those who take action that are the fastest are more than likely to get results because they're jumping into the unknown. Okay? Don't be scared of taking a risk because this is not a risk. This is an investment on yourself. This is the final step. Like I said, if you've been here the entire presentation, then you already know what to do. The only question left is whether you are ready to commit. Scan the QR code right now. Use the link on the screen to book your call. Me and my team will get you taken care of. We'll answer any questions. Find the payment option that works best for you. And if you're a good fit, we'll get you in the inside. Like I said, this is not for everyone, right? This is for anyone who's actually committed. It can be for everyone and anyone, but it's only for specific people. Do not be the person who comes back tomorrow looking for me on YouTube like, where's Evan? Why is Evan not streaming? Because we're going to be on the inside. Do not be the person next week who's DMing me like, bro, why aren't you streaming on YouTube? Where are you? Don't be the person 2 weeks from now who's like, bro, I don't see you on YouTube. Why aren't you doing any live streams on YouTube? Because I gave you guys that opportunity. Do not be the person who comes back saying, damn, price has gone up. I should have done it. I should have taken action. If you're serious about your trading, this is your moment, okay? I will see you guys on the inside. Do not be the person messaging me on my Instagram, on my Discord, please, on my WhatsApp. Do not DM me if you do not see me streaming on YouTube after today's call, okay? I get too many of those messages. If you're on this call and you don't see me streaming on YouTube anymore, you know exactly why. I will see you guys on the inside. Make sure you scan this QR code right now. If you're actually serious and ready to take action, me and my team will get you set up. Like I said, best value you can ever get, $1,777 paid in full. One-time payment, lifetime access, or you can pay 2 payments of $1,166, which totals to $2,333. Whatever payment option works best for you, me and my team will help figure that out. Again, answer any questions. If you have questions, book a call with my team so those questions can get answered for you as soon as possible. Do not miss the next session. We go live tonight. I will see you guys that are inside the inner circle tonight on our next live stream. Make sure you guys scan the QR code right now. I'm out. Thank you guys for your time. I will see you guys on the next session. Peace, peace, peace.
Este deseo no lo puedo negar. De mirar tus labios no puedo parar. Reduciendo nuestro cuerpo, sudando como en el desierto. Yeah. Sabemos que la gente está de más, pero si lo pides eso se puede cambiar. En solo un momento, si tú quieres puedo estar adentro. Mami, es que tú me encantas. A ti yo te rezo mi santa. Nadie habla como bailar. Ninguno en la disco te alcanza. No, 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 es que tú me encantas. A ti yo te rezo mi santa. Nadie habla como bailar. Ninguno en la disco te alcanza.
But my body feel like ecstasy. No other person, only you I see. My daily dose of the vitamin C. Now only you I need. Love for me bed every time that it goes down. I feel the love, I don't need no closure. You feeling down, baby, come let me hold ya. Would you come let me hold ya? Love for me bed every time that it goes down. I feel the love, I don't need no closure. You feeling down, baby, come let me hold ya. Would you come let me hold ya?
Tú me encantas, a ti yo te rezo mi santa. Nadie habla como bailar, ninguno en la disco te alcanza. No, no, y verás. Dale duro pa' que nunca se olvide. Castígala, castígala. Ay, la nota explota. Yo no sé qué pasaba, tuve que agarrarme de ti fuerte. Hasta donde llegaba, sorry. Por la nota, por la noche, pero yo no me quitaba, sorry. Si yo nunca me envuelvo, pero tú estás complicada.
Todo está bien, no te tienes que pensar. Y yo sola no te dejaré. Simple la primera vez que la vi. Me enamoré cuando con ella bailé. Desde hace rato se quería pegar. Puse la espalda contra la pared. Y si yo bajo, sabes que le haré. Tú quieres mami. Se le viran los ojos. La miro y se relambe. El pinta labios rojo. Esa cintura suelta. Baby, si yo te cojo, te subo a la altura. Tú dime y te recojo. Ella a manejar me dejó. Siempre se va a sentir cuando el lugar llegue yo. Yo estaba coronando desde que era menor. Por foto se ve bien, pero de frente mejor. Se dio un par de copas de más. El pino tinto me pidió pausa cuando iba por el quinto. Le di una vuelta por el barrio por la quinco. Ellos cuando me ven de frente quedan trinco. Sola la hace, sola la paga. Donde otra la que se apaga. Está llamando mi atención porque quiere que le haga. Tú quieres mami. Se le viran los ojos. La miro y se relambe. El pinta labios rojo. Esa cintura suelta. Baby, si yo te cojo, te subo a la altura. Tú dime y te recojo. Esa falda chiquitita, ay qué bonita te queda. Yo la veía todos los días, pero es cuando se pueda. Y de la uni yo la saco hasta donde se pueda. Y las demás que sigan envidiando, por eso no prospera. Ese culo pone a las demás inseguras. Ella a mí me desconfigura. Y que lo sensual, la calle y la finura. Cuando quiere no disimula. Hoy va pa' la calle, se bebe y se fuma. Quiero un tipo que la presuma. Su heavy, güey, el jacuzzi con espuma. Chingando, escuchando a Peso Pluma. Esa falda chiquitita, ay qué bonita te queda. Yo la veía todos los días, pero es cuando se pueda. Y de la uni yo la saco hasta donde se pueda. Y las demás que sigan envidiando, por eso no prospera.
Diablo mami, naciste pa' mí, bebé te noté que no eres de aquí. Diablo mami, naciste pa' mí, si esto fuera un draft, tú fueras first pick. Yo no sé si encontrarte, fue cuestión de suerte. Adivina tu acento y no es mi punto fuerte, pero sé de dónde sea, mami, quiero tenerte en la cama del otro, gritando real hasta la real, la cara cuando baila, hace que de todo me distraiga. Baby, solo avisa cuando salga, mami, para hacerte cosas que yo sé que te gustan mientras esperamos que el sol caiga. Ese cuerpito de bikini como Tini, y ella lo luce en bikini en la playa, su corillo mientras bebe y martini. Los pibes haciendo Willy, pero ella dentro de la mini titerita de barrio, escuchan en Manuel y yo en mi mami. Ojalá te quedas a dormir acá. Quiero aprenderme tu nombre, pero no me dices nada. Yo no sé cuándo viniste, tampoco cuándo te vas. Yo siempre ando por la isla por si me quiere encontrar.
Diablo mami, naciste pa' mí, te mudaste pa' acá o viniste de trip.
Diablo mami, naciste pa' mí, si esto fuera un drama, fuera first pick.
Porque le digo que no, su adiós duele, pero duele. Que mientras yo me enredo en otras pieles, ojalá que otro me la consuele. Su adiós duele, pero duele. Que mientras yo me enredo en otras pieles, ojalá que otro me la consuele. No me voy a olvidar la llamada cuando me hablaste para terminar conmigo, diciéndome que ya estabas cansada, peleándome por unos culos que ni sigo. Pero al final te ganó la duda, cambiaste un cheque por la menuda. Y si es así, no busques mi ayuda, yo ya no soy el que te desnuda. En la calle andas hablando mal de mí, ya lo sé, pero no dices todas las cosas lindas que te di. Ya lo sé, aquí no pasa nada, vaya con Dios. Relajadita que el que sobra soy yo. Si me preguntas que si hasta me dolió, mi amor, ¿pa' qué le digo que no? Su adiós duele, pero duele. Que mientras yo me enredo en otras pieles, ojalá que otro me la consuele. Su adiós duele, pero duele. Que mientras yo me enredo en otras pieles, ojalá que otro me la consuele. Quiero que estés pa' mi mami, dime si tú estás igual, bebé. Me quítame estas ganas de chinita, se me pone cuando pone el pasto, le da por fumar. Mami, te noto tenso, te voy a aliviar. Tú sabes, mami, dale, pide lo que quieras. Gucci, Prada y cartera, ella es tranquila, pero encima se acelera. Es que bien no es cualquiera. Yo te estoy mirando y tú encima gritando. La noche no está hablando, diciendo que hasta cuándo. Y yo no sé cómo me enamoro de ella. Es que mi sexo la llevo a las estrellas. Mami, no sé cómo me enchulé, baby, contigo.